This is Mary at the.meri.atelier. Adjusting my camera. Kind of waiting for folks to come in. I'm going to put my hands here. Hi gals. I'm adjusting my camera here. Hi Melissa. I'm adjusting my camera. Just a minute. Hold it. I have to put my camera up on the... I took it off of the stand, and of course it snapped my session closed. Hold on a second. Let me get set up here. I'm going to zoom in just a teeny bit. There. Hello to everybody who came in. Who's in here? Aunt Beck, Melissa, Janet. Hello, hello, hello. Elizabeth? Yep, I'm here. Sort of here. How is everybody tonight? It's a Friday night. Yay. Whoops. Oh, Melissa, I'm sorry. Melissa, ignore that. I'm trying to get my... Melissa, let's see what I deleted here. I don't know what I did. Melissa, say something to me. 70 acres. Hi, Laura. Melissa, are you here? What did I do to Melissa? Melissa? No. Melissa, did I block you? I hope you're a good-natured person. Oh, she says she's here. I didn't mean to, Melissa. I'm not good at these Melissa, say something to me. Oh, phew. What a way to start a live session by blocking one of your favorite people. Melissa, I'm sorry. Hi, Carol. Hi, Laura. Oh, you got your socks today, Laura? Oh, my goodness. Well, good. I'm glad they got there. Whew. Well, I started this off with a bang. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Who did I do that to last week? You know what it is I reach up on the what you call the phone, the face of the phone there to see the comments, and they don't just stay up. So when I reach up there to touch the screen, they pop up for me. But sometimes, if you happen to be there when I touch the screen, it pops up and then it gives me those options, and I accidentally hit one. So I wish that they had a different way of doing that. All right, well, we got to get started here. What a way to get started. I'm off to a really great start. I'm going to work in reverse collage first. I'm zoomed in quite a bit. This camera, this is just my smartphone, guys, so sometimes it's fussy. So anyway, so I'm working in the Childcraft Encyclopedia. We've gotten a lot of pages done in here. I almost can't wait to get this finished. This is the one we worked on last week of circles. And I'm going to skip this one because this is the one we're going to work on tonight. I kind of like to do a quick flip through. I have to show you something, though, that I found this week. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. And Carol, did I miss you? Welcome. Don't Cry Over Moldy Bread. This is the Daydreamer one. This is the How High Is the Sky. I See the Moon and the Moon Sees Me, courtesy of Elizabeth Brewer. She gave us that title. This is the Blast-Off Astronaut one. We've gotten quite a few done. I have not worked in this I have not done pages in this other than in the live sessions. So for every page you've seen, I've had a live session. This one I haven't really named. I'm calling it Ships Ahoy. This was one of the nights that I had a lot of technical problems. This is the One a Race. This one. This Believe one with the fairies. Hi, Tina. Welcome. I have to tell you, I was fussy cutting out of a history book that I got at the thrift store this week. And look at the picture I found. Now, does that not look like this one? This one I got out of a history book too. I don't think I got this out of a Childcraft. I think I got it out of a history book. But this is so interesting because it tells about this picture. And guys, let me tell you about this. It's so funny. It's called A Midsummer Day's Dream. And it says, for nearly 70 years, two cousins kept their secret of fairies that they claimed to have photographed in a leafy dell at Cottingley in West Yorkshire, which I would think would be in England or in that area. During that time, their controversial pictures became internationally famous and baffled photographic experts and psychic researchers the world over, including Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of the fiction's best-known detective, Shirley. Do you remember that? You know how it goes then, Melissa. Sherlock Holmes. Well, then I'm going to skip clear down to the last paragraph, because the gist of it is these two gals claimed that these fairies were real and that they photographed them, and they had everybody believing it. Yet it was not until 1983 that Elsie and Frances, by then elderly widows, confessed. Elsie had drawn and painted the fairies on artboard, and they had been pinned to branches or supported by hat pins. The girls' prank, Elsie revealed, had originally been planned to get Frances out of trouble for falling in the brook. Can you imagine? They did all of that. They fooled the whole world because Frances fell in the brook, didn't want to get in trouble. So they drew these fairies. I mean, and they convinced everybody that they took pictures of them and that they were real. Frances died in 1986 at age 79. Elsie, who died 2 years later at 87, told the London Times the joke was to last 2 hours. It lasted 70 years. Now that's art. That is art. I tell you, I will love this page forever now. Can you imagine holding that secret for 70 years? I am going to keep this little story with this page, but I'm not going to keep it with there now. I'll put it with these others that I'm going to fussy cut for right now because I don't want to get it all messed up. I was so delighted to find that. And Janet named this page, it's called Believe. I might call it The Big Believe now, like The Big Lie. You know, but, you know, believe, you know, just knowing the story. Of course, now this is a painting by Renoir over here. This is the little gal who, one of the little gals, I don't know if that's Elsie or Frances. How fun is that? So I missed everybody who's coming in by telling my little story. Welcome to everyone who's come in. I've been thumbing through these pages, showing the ones that we've gotten finished. We've done quite a few. Imagine this. I love this page. I just love it. I love the inspiration. They're sticking their tongues out at each other or at themselves. This was the very first one. And this was wishful thinking. The little gal looking at the doll here. Of course, this is like a abstract paintings in the background. And let's see. This is, I don't really have this titled. This is just children playing games. All of this was a, excuse me, painting, I think in the 1700s or the 1500s. And all of these are children playing different games, and you're supposed to look at it and figure out what games they're playing. Hi, Gail. Welcome to you. Let's see. And then we did the baseball one. I think the baseball is the last one. So the one I'm going to do tonight, the way I've been doing this is I start off and I do the reverse collage because it's really fairly simple. I like doing the reverse collage early so I can get paint on the pages. And while the paint's drying, then we do our contest. And I can't wait to show you the art for the contest. So the picture that I chose tonight, this is out of a Childcraft encyclopedia. It's out of a different one. But this is a little Chinese boy. And the page that I'm going to put it with, the art that I'm going to put it with, is this vase. And I always like to read the little verse or the little text that goes with it, and I've been saving off the text. Oh, hi, Robert. Welcome. Meri.atelier. Meri is me. Meri, M-E-R-I, is the short for my name, Meridel. Atelier is a French word with a Latin derivative that I'm sure I'm mispronouncing, but I love it because it means studio or workshop. Hi, Beth. Welcome. Atelier means, Beth could probably pronounce atelier because she's Canadian. Anybody who's in Canada who speaks French probably can pronounce it perfectly. But I just say atelier. I'm not going to worry about a correct pronunciation because it's my channel. If I mispronounce it, I mispronounce it. So that's what I named my channel, the .meri.atelier, which stands for the Meri Studio. Thank you, Beth. And you know what? I noticed other people, thank you, Laura. Other people stumble over it. That doesn't bother me one bit. I love how Marianne, I don't know if she's in here tonight, but she calls it the .meri.atelier, A-R-T. And I'm going, oh, I should change it to the .meri.atelier or whatever. So, let's see, what have I got here? I have to tell you before we go much further is I have technical issues with getting disconnected. I'm hoping I'm not going to have that tonight, but it's getting pretty close to Halloween. It's Friday night. If I get disconnected, you guys know, I'll be right back. So, I do like the Wi-Fi a little bit better. Atelier. Where are you from, I'm having trouble pronouncing your name. Do you have a name like Robin or something? I want to call you Robert. Okay, but if I get disconnected, oh, that's just how you type. Randy. Okay, cool. I'll call you Randy. And if I forget, remind me, because hi, Barbara. Welcome to you. I'm I'm rotten with names, and I'm even worse when I'm live. I get scatterbrained sometimes in these live sessions. No, I was just saying R. Atelier. Randy Rabbitlow. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. Carson D. Cat's Life. Nikki, welcome. Oh, you know what? This might be a good time to give some channel shout-outs. I kind of like to do that because a lot of you in here have your own channels. And Laura says she has a channel. She had messaged me. So I think, did you say you have flips on it now? Is what you're doing mostly now is journal flips, which is perfectly okay. I don't know if I'm getting you confused with somebody else who said all they had was journal flips at this time, but we love journal flips too. Not an A sound at the end. And Atelier. Atelier? I say atelier. Not atelier is what I say. Atelier. Okay. I might have to say that 100 times. All right. I was going to do some channel shout outs. Randy, do you have a channel? Let's start with you since you're telling me how to pronounce my channel name. Do you have a channel? If you do, we want to give you a shout out. You're new to me. If you have a channel, don't feel free to shout it out in my chats. I like to promote people. A lot of people who are in the room, I know they have channels. I visit them. I love them. I try to get to their lives. You're an electronic illiterate? Well, you know how to pronounce my channel name, so that's literate enough for me. I'm kind of an electronic illiterate myself. So Melissa is 70 Acres. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Melissa is 70 Acres. You can find their channels by clicking on their icon and going to their channel. Jerry, who just came in, Recycled Parts for Art. I get to be on her design team. Laura says, yes, she has a channel. Laura, I'm going to mispronounce your last name. Gregane, I'm hoping, I got to touch the screen here. I'm hoping to do process videos eventually, but not yet. That's okay, Laura. You do your flip-throughs. We love them. I love to watch journal flip-throughs. You get a good sense of what people are working on. Jerry is Recycled Parts for Art. I get to be on her design team for 3 months. So go visit her channel, visit her Etsy store. Let's see, was it Shell who put up Shell C, S-H-E-L space capital C, put up the design team project this week. And she did an art doll, darling little art doll. Gina Ahrens, G-I-N-A-A-H-R-E-N-S, did a design team project last week, and she did a wonderful little bracelet, just darling. And I think she gave it away. I think she's already had the contest, and I think it's already been won. But just watching what people do with recycled parts for art. Jerry goes around and picks up these really interesting things that we don't always have the time to find. And sometimes what I like about it is Jerry is located in the eastern part of the United States. I'm in the Midwest. So, I don't get to see everything that she may get to see. So, go visit Recycled Parts for Art. Lisa has a channel. Let me scroll back here. Lisa Swank, Artful Inspirations. Lisa, how are the fires out there? Are they pretty much died down? I know you guys are probably dealing with the after effects, but are you out of the danger? Is Santa Rosa out of the danger area now? Let's see. Let's scroll back a little bit more. I'm looking for channel names. Of course, Nikki is Carson D. Cat's Life. Nikki's on the other side of the world. And I forget whether it's Australia or New Zealand because I get you all mixed up, and every week I say I forget whether you're in Australia or New Zealand. Because to me, you're all in the same area. Nikki does wonderful. I think, are you doing the Inktober, Nikki? Aunt Beck's Creations. She has a wonderful channel. I love watching her Goodwill videos, but also I love watching, she visited her mother's farm and was showing us pictures of her mother's goats and geese or ducks. So I love those videos, Aunt Beck. Let's see who else has channels here. I want to give you all channel shout outs. Barbara Clark has a channel under Barbara Clark, and she just put up a process video. Barbara, we really are looking forward to seeing more videos from you. Nancy Widner, hi, if you're still in here. Let's see, I'm trying to shout everyone out. Elizabeth Brewer has a channel. Elizabeth does wonderful art. Yay, Elizabeth. I love watching your videos. Let's see. Who else? Super Beth. Beth built this fantastic art barn studio. She teaches. I loved watching that studio go up. Talk about studio envy. Just a fantastic studio. I just don't know what else to say. If I was there, I'd probably be knocking at her door every day of the week. Let's see. I'm going back here. Who did I miss? If I missed you, give a shout. Tina, I'm still getting familiar with you. If you have a channel, go ahead and shout it out, type it in. Or, we want to give you a shout out if you do. Janet does not have a channel, but she posts on Facebook, and I love her art. Love her art. Okay, Carol M. I don't know if you have an active channel, Carol, but Carol, she does beautiful art too, and she's kind of a part of our little Cindy Signs Utter and Gina Aarons and Jerry. We kind of get together and chat on Tuesday afternoons. All right. Well, I'm out of breath. Okay. I love promoting your channels. You guys, it's kind of hard. I'm not a big channel. If I were big, though, if I had 250,000 people, 100,000 people, if I had 10,000 people, I would love, I kind of have this concept of crawling up the ladder and pulling people after you. That's kind of what I would aspire to be. But I'm happy. I'm happy that you are here tonight. I'm going to get some reverse collage done. Okay, I want to read this text. This is a Chinese artist. And of course, this is a vase, and it says, look at these pages. A Chinese artist made the vase a long time ago. An African artist carved the statue. The vase and the statue look very different from each other, don't they? But something about them is the same. Look again. Can you tell what it is? And of course, when I look at the African one, I think primitive. I don't think primitive when I look at the Chinese vase. So I'm not even going to dare to guess, because I would probably guess wrong. It doesn't give the answer. The vase was done by, I can't pronounce it. It's a Chinese artist, unknown, porcelain vase enameled in the 1700s from the Cleveland Museum of Art. So I am going to, I don't like all this dark blue, but I do like blues. So I am going to pull out some blue here. I got some blue. What did I do with it? Deco Art Prussian blue. And I'm hoping that that will, let's try a little. I'm going to just kind of draw a line around the text here, just to remind me that I don't want to paint out my text. I usually end up painting this out, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about saving this because I'm going to be putting my picture over it of my little Chinese boy. Boy, that's just about the same color, isn't it? A Prussian blue. Except I don't want all blue here. There's some yellows and reds. I like this Deco Art Georgia clay. I love that color. Georgia clay. So, I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you what I did with the Halloween prompts that we did last week. The werewolf and the spider. You guys gave me all sorts of good suggestions. So I'm not going to worry about this because, like I said, I'm going to go paint it out. Of course, Georgia clay and Prussian blue is going to make a pretty brown. And I don't worry about stuff like this either. But I just don't want to paint the whole text out. And if I get disconnected, hang tight. I'll be right back. Usually it happens when I'm looking down at my page, like I am now. And there's no way I'm seeing comments now, and I'm not going to touch the screen with my painty hands. I like doing reverse collage in a live session because I don't have to be precise. I don't have to worry about too much of a mess that I'm making. Now I want some more of that Georgia clay on top of this. And I think I want some yellows. Did I pull some yellows? And maybe some green. Some green. I had to go buy green. I got this beautiful green in the set that Leslie at Scrapping Life Away sent to me. This, I really love this color green. I'm not a person that likes green, but I got this on the page and I really liked it. So it's about empty though, so I bought some of this week. It's just about the same color. So there's a little bit of green in that vase I'm going to pull out. Probably a little bit too much there, see if I can't blend it in a little. And a lot of this down here will be covered up anyway. And I'm not seeing the chat, and my fingers are painty, so if I'm not responding to anything, you know why. And I kind of want to leave that vase alone, but I want to get some yellows maybe over here. I really do like the colors in this. I love these colors. They're deep, vibrant colors. This Prussian blue, this Georgia clay. I don't want to mess that up too much. I think I'm going to leave that just like that for now and let it dry. And you know what that means. Janet says, Jerry, your picture in the tree memory got me all teary-eyed today. Jerry has a tree that she planted in memory of her mother. And Jerry's in the process of, I think they're revamping a house, and so they'll be moving, and they were going to move the tree. But they found out today that the area, I don't know if it's the area you're moving to or the area where it's at now has some sort of a tree issues. so you can't move the tree. So someone suggested that you take a graph of it. Graft, G-R-A-F-T. You know, I didn't stop to see. I think this is black and white, because I think all these photos are black and white. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to have to kind of, let me reach in here while this paint is still wet. And I just kind of, maybe I'll take some of this and kind of do a wash, a light wash over that text so that it falls into the background when I put my little picture on here. Just kind of blend it in a little. All right. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. I'm going to move it across the room. And that means it's contest time. Last week, it's a serious problem in our area in Pennsylvania. It has a weird bug on it, lantern or something. You know, we're having trouble, I believe, in our area. I'm in Nebraska, but with, they call it the ash borer, or some sort of a, I think it's the ash borer, B-O-R-E, an insect that chews away on ash trees, A-S-H. Got some paint on my hands. Last week, you all gave me all these suggestions for the werewolf, spider, and skull. This I got from Dee Dee Willingham's Society of Idea Collectors. And these were things that in her session, they came up with everything that's associated with Halloween that they could think of. And I, of course, copied them down, added some of my own. And then during our live session, I had 3 of you give me numbers. You didn't know I was going to do this, so they had no idea what they were picking over here. And we ended up with a werewolf, a spider, and a skull. And then we went into this session where they were giving me all these ideas. And I had such fun with it, but I didn't have time to go out and look at Michael Jackson's Thriller musical. I'm still going to do that. That's on my list of things to do. So I said I'm going to take these 3 things and do some ATCs and give them away tonight. So that's what we did. And you know how I did the picture of Sebastian, Lisa Swank won it? Well, I did another 9x12 page that I'm going to give away tonight in addition to my 3 art cards. And these art cards came from that Happy Mail box. If you haven't watched my channel today, I got a beautiful Happy Mail box. I call it an art studio in a box. It just... so grateful I hate live sessions because I can't remember her name. Oh, why can't I remember her name? Because I'm live. Oh, I can't live with this. I gotta go look at her name. Deborah. Why was I wanting to call her? I was wanting to call her Mayo. Yes, Deborah Mayo. Yes, I had to go look at the box. I wanted to call her Marilyn. That was the only thing that was coming into my head while I was standing here. Deborah Mayo. I was totally, it's an art studio in a box. It's just wonderful. But she sent some of these art cards, 3x4 art cards, and I told her I'm going to use them. I'm going to pass them along. Now you can see I have, this is the back, but I'll be painting on the back. But I kind of like it. I kind of like it like that. But anyway, are you ready to see what the wolf... Now this is not everything on here. Really, the 9x12 I tried to match as much of the suggestions that you were giving me. I cannot get all of that on a 3x4. So what I have on here, an art studio in a box, Sally, is the wolf with the bloody teeth and the spider with the skull face. So I did 3 of these. These are what I'm going to give away. I haven't numbered them yet, but these are what we're going to do a drawing for tonight. You know what? These were so fun to do because as I was working, let me reach down here and get it right over here. I was putting my paint on this piece of wax paper. I'll do that quite often. Well, I put too much paint on there and I had to stop and go off and do something, and I didn't want my paint to go to waste. You can see I still have quite a bit of paint on there, but of course it's dried and I've used this again. But from what I had on there, I took my card and swiped it across just to use up what paint was on there at the time, and I got these backgrounds. And talk about the word pareidolia. If you watched my channel last year, you'll know I came across this word pareidolia. And that means the ability to pull a face or an image or something like out of a cloud. And these, it's just like the wolves jumped out here. They jumped out of the page. Now, but I will say, and let me show you since I'm here, because I will say that I did go out. You guys were reading to me last week what a werewolf was, but I had no idea what a werewolf looked like. And I did go out and Google it, and I did some sketchy images. Sometimes I'll just sit in the chair while I'm watching TV, and these are not all that great. But I'll sit there and I'll get ideas of what I want to come up with. And so by the time I've done all of these, which are, like I said, they're not all that great, they're getting me started. Well, then I get to this point. And that's what was so fun. So what we're going to do here is have the contest for these. And then we're going to have the contest, since there's quite a few of you in here, we're going to have the contest for the 9x12, but we're going to do this one first. And the way that I do this is you don't say any numbers until I say go. But I'll pick a range. I'll pick a range like from 900 to 950, and then I'll say go. And then if you want to participate, if you want a chance to win one of these, then you'll give a number in that range from like 900 to 950. Hi, Suzanne. Welcome. So I number them here. Like this is number 1. And I'm going to put number 1 here, so I know who wins it. The first time I did this, I had to figure out who won what. And I actually went back and listened to some of the videos so that I got it straight. But this is fun to do because this is a way that I can use things that have been so graciously gifted to me. These art cards were nothing that I purchased. These were gifted. What a nice gift. And the only thing I did was paint the wolf on them. And then this is this is something that we can do just to have fun and to pass it along to somebody else. And I'm going to try to use as much of what Deborah sent to me. Oh my goodness. But let me tell you this. I have been the recipient of so much happy mail this summer, and I've been so blessed to get it, and I want to thank everybody who's graciously sent me things. I keep saying it. They tell me not to feel guilty, but it's hard not to feel guilty. But I'm not going to belabor it. We want to do the contest. We're going to draw for number 1, which is this one, and I'm going to tell you the range will be between 800 and I don't want to make it too large. Let's go 850. Now don't say anything until I say go, because what I'm going to do is hide this under here, and I'm going to put down a number Okay, go. And I'll try to give you all enough time. The range is between 800 and 850. And I'll try to give everybody enough time to choose a number. And everybody who's in here can play along. Jerry, if you're in here. Lisa, you won last week, but you can still play along if you so wish. You want me to take the second one, Nikki? And I'm just going to give you all, a bit of time because I know there's lag time in here. I'm having trouble getting back online, so I'm on my phone. Are you okay, Aunt Beck? Thank you, Laura. Nikki, are you all right? Nikki's halfway around the world, so... Oh, internet went... Somehow I understand, Aunt Beck. Hi, Betty. Welcome. Aunt Beck says out. I think Aunt Beck gave us a number. Aunt Beck, I'll let you know if you won or not. Okay. I'm going to give it 10 seconds from now. So, 1, 2, if you want to give us a number, give us a number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number was, and before I give you the number, I want to say, if you see me do something wrong here when I'm scrolling back through, if I pick the wrong person, feel free to tell me if I make a mistake, because I do make mistakes. A lot of mistakes. And it does not hurt my feelings if you correct me. The number was 38. So we have to see who got closest to 38. Oh, that would be 838. 838. 825, 823, 836 was Betty, was 836. She's 2 away. That's pretty close. Nikki, 820, 830. 830 was Jerry. Oh, she's 8 away. 816, 823, 825. I think it might be Betty, but I'm still going back. 841 is pretty close. That's 3 away, Elizabeth. I think Betty beat you by 1. Sally was 822, 832. That was 6 away. 842, 843, 818, 45. 811, 813. I think it was Betty. So Betty, you're new to me. The way we do this is you need to email me. If you're on Facebook, you can message me at, I'm going to write my name down here. I am on Facebook. Is Meridel, Meridel, Abrams, Abrams. I will not try to find you. You have to find me. I try to find people and I go, well, did I get the right person? The whole thing. Or you can email me at the.meri, which is my channel name, .atelier @gmail.com. If you don't message me, I can't send it to you. I need your snail mail address. So either Meridel Abrams at Facebook, and if you don't get this written down now, it'll be on the replay, hopefully. The.meri.atelier @gmail.com. And if I don't get anything from you, I just hold on to the art. and I'll hold on to it for a month or so. But if I never get a hold of anyone, this is not just Betty, it's anyone. If after a couple months I haven't heard from anybody, I'll probably go ahead and have another drawing. But let me tell you, I've given away just about everything. I think there's only one piece from my very first drawing that I haven't given away. So Betty, let's see. Hi Rose, welcome. We've only had one. Let's see. I'm looking for Betty back here. I'm going back through the messages again. I'm going to have to be kind of patient. Betty, W-A-M-M-A-C-K. Betty, you're new to me. Welcome to my live. The second one is this one. He's just a wolf with bloody teeth. That's what you guys said. A wolf with bloody teeth. There's a spider with a skull head there. Kind of in the corner. Oh, don't pick anything yet. No numbers until, oh, let's see. Hold it. Let me see my comments. Let's see. All right, you worked. Okay, Betty, cool. All right, the next range will be 500 to 550. And don't say anything until I write my number down and say go. And this time I'll write the whole number out. All right, go. That's okay, Gail. Go. You're all right. Rose is hungry. I sure do appreciate y'all coming in. It looks like we've had a pretty smooth ride yet tonight. I haven't been disconnected once. I knock on wood, but I don't have any. Hi, Lucia. Welcome. Welcome, Diana, Sally, Ada. I don't see you guys until you put out your number. What were the numbers again? 500 to 550 was the range. Thank you, Janet. We'll give you a little time yet if you want to pick a number, if you're thinking. And when I mail these out, I just mail out, I don't put a lot of extra art and goodies in my things that I mail out. Not that I don't want to. It's just that I'm lucky to get them in the envelope and mailed out. So, just letting you know that it will most likely be the art card or the... I put a little in there. $500 to $550, Lucia. You're 5 under. Choose another number. I feel like this is The Price is Right. We'll give you another spin. That's okay, Betty. You're welcome in here. You're welcome. You know, I like to know you're in here. If you just say hello, and if you want to sit back and watch the live, it's not a requirement to talk much. But I do enjoy it when you guys talk, so I get to know you. But I want you to be comfortable. Laura, did you give another... Lucia, did you give another number? Did I miss it? Lucia, you were 5 under. Thank you, Janet. Lucia, we're waiting on you. Oh, you did? Okay. All right. I'm just going to go 5 seconds because I think we've had a pretty good length of time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the number was 521. Can you see that I don't see where I'm writing on here? It was between 500 and 550, and I chose 521. So help me find out who was closest to 521. 518 was Betty again. Betty, you're a good guesser. Betty is 3 away. Uh, 520. Oh, look. Laura is 523. Laura beat you by 1. Laura's 2 away. 511. I'm scrolling back. 550, 550, 549, 532, 527, 536. Rose is still hungry. 515, 495, 541, 524. Ah, that was 3 away. Who had 524? Gail, you were pretty close. $543, $524. I think that it was Laura. Laura, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. I want to say Gregain, but that's wrong. Laura, I have your address, so I'll just get this out in the mail to you. Give me until Wednesday of next week. I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow, so, and I like to go to the library and copy them. All right, are you all ready for the last one? And here's the thing, if I choose a number and somebody gets here and somebody gets here, I'll do another card and send one to both of you. So number 3, the range is going to be between 200 and 250. Don't say anything until I say go. Between 200 and 250. Go. That's okay. You're okay, Tina. And I'm going to go ahead, since we've got a good number of people in the room here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the 9 by 12, and we'll do that drawing too. Because this is Friday night, and I'm sure that some of you probably have things you want to do on Friday night. I don't expect you to stay for my entire life. I love it when you do. I want to thank you guys for coming. Oh my goodness, you encourage me so much. Sleep, Tina. Yeah, sleep. Thank you, Janet. Are we done? I'm going to give you 20 seconds from now. So if you haven't chosen a number, go ahead and throw one out. 1, 2, 3. Who needs sleep? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi, the magical touch. Welcome. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hi, Susan. Did I say hello to you, Suzanne? I think I did early. 19, 20. All right, the number was, and here again, if I misspeak or choose the wrong person, if I get it wrong, correct me, please. The number was 211. So, let's see who got closest to 211. 219, 246, 235, 245, 233, 222. Janet, 212. Janet, you're awfully close. This might be a close one. 210, Carol. Oh my goodness, you were 2 away. Almost, Carol. Almost. 242, 222, 229, 248, 245, 230. Yep, I think it was Janet. Would you all agree? Yeah. Janet, would you please send me your complete email your snail mail address? I know I have sent things like Janet chose a title for that Believe page. I mess up her address twice and it still found her. So yay, post office. So, but Janet, please send me your complete address so that I get it right this time. Oh, Carol is 210? Carol was, yeah, oh, you're right. You are absolutely right. Thank you so much, Lisa. Carol, put up your dukes, lady, and tell Mary what she... Carol, I will do another one. You know I have fun doing these. It's not hard to do these. I got another blank card. Yay. But Carol, I need your snail mail address, so be sure and send it to me. And you too, Janet. I want one that I know is right, so that I don't mess it up a third time. So, and they were my fault the other times. So, but I want to have one to look at. So, we have one more contest to do. These will go out probably mid next week. All right, the last thing, and this, I'm going to show it to you, but I'm still touching it up. It's still going through I was working on it late this afternoon. I'm pretty happy with it, but I think there's some things that need to be done to it yet, but the paint was wet, so I stopped. So I'll be doing some touch-ups on this, but I want to go through this. You guys have given me ideas for a hairy spider with a skull face, with big teeth, with blood dripping off of it, a furry spider with a skull necklace hanging from the neck, a werewolf in a spider costume. Now, I did not put him in a spider costume because I've got spiders all over this page. Blood dripping from the teeth, I got that. And then on the back of this one, it was a furry spider with skull, and then somebody was just reading off to me what a werewolf was a human with a dog. A human dog. This was... Wait a minute, my glasses are slipping. A punk rocker. And I got that, but you might have to help me with that a little bit more. In a t-shirt, I got that with a skull and a pet spider. Now, I don't think I put a skull on him, but I got the pet spider. And then this was a rap wolf. So punk rocker and rap wolf spider were kind of the same thing. I didn't put an earring on him. I think that was my thought, but I didn't get an earring on him. But I got the trap door. Somebody mentioned that spiders crept along in. Mary, did... No, I didn't. That was the other thing I was going to say. It's on my list of things to do. The Michael Jackson Thriller. I had a really crazy week. Oh, okay. Facebook at Meridel Abrams, or let me get away from the chat. The Meri, there's little periods in between these. the.meri.atelier, the same as my channel name, ATELIER @gmail.com. Or if you want to send me a message, if you know how to private message on, you just go to the About page on a channel and go to the About page, the About tab. On my phone, I have to scroll to the right to find the About tab. But if you go there, there's a little message button, and you can private message people on YouTube. And if I don't answer you, I missed it. Try to get me at Meridel Abrams at Facebook or the .meri.atelier. And Laura, I have your address. Carol and Janet, I need yours. And what did I do with them? And Betty, I need yours. And let me tell you, if you can't find me, if I don't answer you, come to my live next week. Say, Mary, I emailed you. Usually I try to respond, got it, or something like that. I didn't hear back from you. Did you get my address? This is just the back. This is the same thing where I took the back of the page and just swiped it across just to not waste paint. I'll probably paint over this a little bit more. This is the back of the page. So here's what I came up with. Now, I think I need to do some more. This is the rap rock werewolf. See, he's got a guitar, but I'm not so great with rap rockers. So I think I need a little bit more work in here. He's holding a pet spider with a skull face. But the only thing I don't like about this is I put red on the back of this spider, and I thought, it looks like he's eating his pet spider. So I think I'm going to change the color of the spider's back to make it like a blue or green, so it doesn't look like he's eating his pet spider. I couldn't take that. Thank you, Ada. So here's the trap door down here with the cellar. I don't know who, somebody said, aren't they associated with trap doors? And I thought of a cellar. So here this spider is coming up through with a skull face. And I used the red back on the spiders because it's a nice contrasting color and it stands out against the other colors on this page. That's why I use red. But I think I'm going to change it up here. I can't stand that it looks like he's eating his pet spider. And then this is just an old raggedy curtain, an old lace curtain, you know, like in a haunted house. And this is supposed to be a broken window. I'm not sure. I just kind of put that in at the last minute. And I have a spider web right in there. But I think I'm going to go over it with white. I have gold metallic, but I don't think I'm going to put gold metallic on it because metallics, I know, will stick if you have it up against another art journal page. So I'm going to stay away from the metallic. I might try a gold paint pen and emphasize there's a spider web right in there. This is a pair of scissors and a knife. And here's another pet spider here. Oh, thank you. I just have, you guys inspiring me. This is from what you guys told me, you know? And that's what was fun with me, for me, was taking these. Here's the chain. Now, since he had a skull face, I didn't want to put another skull down here. So I put another little spider in there, like he's got a spider necklace on. And then the werewolf, I kind of struggled with the werewolf. I made him furry, but I'm not sure he's really cool. If I did this again, I might make him stand, but he's supposed to be kind of wrapping a rock, or wrapping, you know, that's why his legs are kind of bent weird. But I don't know. This arm, it's hanging down there. He was supposed to be like holding a leash. I might try to put a leash yet on there. So it's still not quite done. And he's got an ankle chain around his foot here. It's got the skull necklace is kind of like an ankle bracelet. And look at his claws. They're just white now. I was thinking about painting them red. I thought, no, that gives him red fingernail polish. I might paint them orange or green. Green would be fun. I think I'll paint his long toenails green. Here's his fangs, and look, he's dripping blood. I got the blood dripping down here. It's even down in here. I got the blood dripping. So, and then I edged it. I bordered it with my red fine line paint applicator. His calendar, October 31st is his big day. Glow in the dark, green toenails. What a great idea. What a great idea. I like that. Let's write this down so I don't forget. Oh, I got some paint yet from my... Let's write this down. Glow in dark green toenails. So we're going to do a drawing for this. I just had to explain it all to you first. I might work in this area. I'm not really happy with this area. I'm not really happy that he's eating his pet. I do like the one creeping up the cellar, though. So, and he's leading his other pet here. This is one big spider, let me tell you. So, we're going to have a drawing for it in the same way. Let's make... Let's make the range between... I'm going to make it between 12,000. I'm going to make it a little bit... I'm going to make it a little harder. Between 12,000 and 14,000. So you got a lot of numbers to choose from. Don't say anything yet. Thanks to you for the glow in the dark green toenails, Rose. I think that's a great idea. So, I got to choose a number between 12,000 and 14,000. So don't go until I've written a number down. All right, go. How many turns? Just one tonight. One turn tonight. Unless you have a duplicate, then if you see you have a same number as somebody else, if you want to change it, you're free to change it. That happens quite a bit. You can leave it the same, and if you happen to win, I don't know if I'll do another 9 by 12, but I'll do another something or other and send you both one. One night I said as many turns as you want, but I was thinking about that, and I go, well, I don't know, maybe I should limit that. Between, what did I say? What did I say? I have to look 12,000 and 14,000. Thank you, Janet. Between 12,000 and 14,000. Thank you, Janet. These are just fun little contests. I will say, I did make photocopies. I make photocopies of all of these. And let me get Sebastian while we're here. Let me show you how this was. I'm really happy with how the photocopy turned out. And I just went to the library. And I thought it made a really nice photocopy. So if you would like a photocopy, let me know. Message me on Facebook, send me an email, send me a private message, and I will be glad to go. This only cost me a dime. So I will be glad if you want a photocopy of anything that I'm giving away, if you would like that for your art journal or anything, this is just art I'm giving away. I will give you a photocopy. Just let me know. It'll be a copy. A digital image? Yeah, I could scan that. I could do that, Sally. You'll have to give me time because I don't have a scanner. I have to go to the library to do. Would Tina email me or at the.meri.atelier at gmail.com or Meridel Abrams at Facebook or send me a private message. Anybody is welcome to one, but you have to let me know via message because I'll forget after this live. I'll write it down. Tina, what do you want? Do you want Sebastian or do you want the wolf or what do you want? Thank you, Lucia. Okay, that's great, Aunt Beck. Tina, let me know what you want a photocopy of. And if you want one of more than one, you know, they're a dime a piece. I'm happy as long as you don't run up $10. I'll make $1 worth if you want 10 of them. But I won't charge you. There's no charge for that. So, are we about done? Have I chattered long enough? Let's see. Tina, I got to get your last Hanel. Hanel. Okay. So, I'll bet you guys are ready to see this number, aren't you? The number that I wrote down, and here again, I'm going to say it. Please correct me if I make a mistake like you did with Carol. That does not bother me one bit. I would rather have you speak up and say something so that the person who won something doesn't get cheated. And I don't cheat anybody on purpose. I'm just dumb that way sometimes. The number was 12,999. So who got close to 12,999? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You'll need to message me your snail mail address, Tina. Rose's was, thanks, Rose. All right, we'll start with Rose was 1301. I'm going to scroll back. Is that what you guys are saying is Rose? Let me go back and look. I wish that I could save these chats so I could verify these. All right, let's see. 13,350. Hi, Ezer. Muse, I didn't see you come in. Ada. 13,456. 13,222. Lucia got bumped. Rose says she's 13,001. 13. I think it is probably Rose, but I'm going to scroll back just to make sure. 13,333. 13,131. Okay, Rose. All right, Rose, you win the 9x12, whatever I did with it. Where did I put it over across the room, I think, because I was chattering away. I'll get it to you. I don't know what I did with it. I lose things in 3 feet of space. But I guarantee you it's in this room. You're very welcome. That was fun. I totally enjoyed doing this. So here's the deal. We have one more week before You know why I didn't see it? It looks like my desktop. It looks like my desktop. How would I notice that? Thank you, Carol. Rose. Isn't that funny? Rose, I may work on this area a little bit more. And I'm going to change the color of his back here. I might do a few little fiddly things with it. And if anybody wants a copy, just message me. Get a hold of me. Good night, Laura. Yeah, I understand those fussy internets. Me too. Thank you so much for coming. So, we have one more week before Halloween. I would love to do this again. Would you guys be up for it? Only don't pick these numbers. I'm going to choose 3 people and have you give me a number, but don't give me 16, 25, or 24. Oh, well, congratulations, Rose. So, let's start with Rose. And since Sally's here, Rose and Sally, and let's pick Tina. Rose, Sally, and Tina. I'm not going to show you this because I want you to pick a number between 1 and I added 2 more. 1 and 34, but not 16, 24, or 25. I'll let you know if you pick one of those. So let me know a number. Let's start with you, Rose. Or Sally, if you're there. Thank you, Betty. 2, okay. 29. And, oh, got 2 29s. Need a different number, Tina. That's okay. Just choose another one. Not a big deal. 31. 2 is, so what we do is we go over here. I picked this, let me tell you, Dee Dee Willingham. If you've not found Dee Dee Willingham's channel, go check it out. She is totally inspires me. Especially with the Society of Idea Collectors. That's where this all came from. I got to give her a shout out. 2 is Candy. Oh, that'll be fun. Candy. And 29 is 27. I lost 20. Oh, 29 was... I got a wolf and a werewolf. Let's pick a different number than 29, because I have a wolf and a werewolf here. We don't want to do the wolf again. So, who picked 29? Would you give me a different number? I don't think it was Tina. Sally, would you give me a different number? Because it's wolf, and I don't want to do another wolf. I kind of did the wolf and the werewolf in the Sweet 16. That's the werewolf. Gotta pick a different number than 16. Give me another number. Sally, give me another number. Don't look. I want you to choose a number. Good night, Jerry. Thanks for coming. Sally, I need another number besides 16 or 29. No wolves or werewolves. 13. That's a good Halloween number. And it's a coffin. So we got a coffin and candy. Oh, we're handing out candy in a coffin. 31 is 29, 30. Cut fingers. Cut fingers. Oh, this is a good combination. Cut fingers, a coffin, and candy. What could we do with that? Shoot out some ideas so that I can do a page next week. Bloody. I'm listening. I got a vision in my head, but I want to see what you guys are thinking. Lady fingers. All right, we can do lady fingers. Lady fingers, I think of cookies. But we can, Dracula, cut fingers is candy. That's a good idea. Oh, yummy. Kind of wrap maybe in some cellophane. Coming out of a coffin with candies in it. Coffin with candies. You guys are thinking along the same lines I am. Who are we going to offer this to? Was candy bloody? Oh, bloody candy. Ew. Could you imagine reaching into that? That'd scare the trick-or-treaters away. Snickers. Let's see, I think I missed one. Let's see. Janet said, coffin filled with candy that has cut off fingers going in to grab the candy. Coffin with candy with cut off fingers to grab the candy. Okay, now I can see all of this as a 9 by 12. What could I do for some 3x4s because I'm going to use up those 3x4s that Deborah sent to me. So I can see maybe doing, well, I could do the kids trembling in fear around the coffin. Kids trembling. Believe it or not, I can read my scribbles. In fear around coffin. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. A coffin filled with candy in the shape of candy. Oh, okay. So but it's going to be on a. Is the coffin the shape of candy? Is that what you're saying, Janet? Vampire giving bloody. Lady fingers on a tray. That's a good idea. Lady fingers on a tray. Thank you, Carol. Let's see. I missed some in here. Vampires giving out bloody. Vampires giving out bloody candy on a tray. Janet says she meant fingers. Let's see. I gotta read it, Janet. Wax candy, bloody fingers filled coffin with kids freaking out. I'm reading Azure's. Wax candy. That sounds interesting because I could do some wax. Melt some wax. Lady fingers stuffed with fingers. Oh! Lady fingers stuffed with fingers. Oh! A yummy. Bloody fingers holding coffin with candies. Okay. Bloody fingers holding coffin. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I think I got a good idea. Got several here. So, but okay, I got the numbers. I want to keep track of the numbers. All right, thank you. I'll try to do the same thing next week. I had a crazy week this week, so I'm hoping I'll have more time next week. So, that's all we're done with it. If you guys need to leave for any reason, I understand completely. Let's see where my page is. Get my little Chinese boy. It's still a little wet in here, and I don't want to use my heat gun because I've had such a good night tonight. So far, I haven't been bumped. I'm just going to kind of blot this. It's got some kind of wet spots here and here. Ooh, I blotted it too much. Wet the page on the other side. I don't want to use the heat gun. That's interesting. I'm going to leave that just like that. I'll take care of it later. I do these as flip images. This is a little wet yet. I'm afraid to use the heat gun because I'm afraid that I'll get kicked off. I don't want to risk it. It's pulling the paint right off. That's okay. I'll go back and touch it up. I don't like his halo. I'll go back and touch that up. Although it's a nice, it makes his head pop, but maybe I'll go back and, you know, make it in the shape of a head instead of like a weird shape in the background. But I've been doing a flip. Mary, Ada says, change 29 to 13, please. I think we did. Oh, on my notes? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys telling me these things. But now tell me where my notes are. I glued them all down in a page here. I know I did. You're going to see me. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write it down. I'll find them later. Change 29 to 13. I know they're oh, wait, here. This is how I do my lives. All right. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. All right, I'm going to glue. I'm just going to tape him down here, and then I'll come back later, and I like the color behind him, the lighter color, but I don't like the shape. So, because it looks like he's got a little horn coming out here. Well, that's a part of his, why did I cut, oh, you know, that was I'm going to cut that off. I'm just going to trim this off. I don't know what I was thinking. There. I like that a lot better. Oh, and I kind of like it like that. Maybe I'll just round this off a little. And I'm going to use this Scotch. Sally, did you leave? Good night. And I'm not painting the back. The back of it has a little poetry on it. It says, no matter where you go in the world, you go. Children play with toys. Some with toys they play with. Some of the toys they play with are the toys, same toys as you play with. They play with blocks. They play with dolls. They play with toy trains. They play with... I cut it off. Read all about the toys. So that obviously was a section on toys in another book. And I'm just going to, what I do is I tack it in here and then I'll go back when I work on the page. But what kind of a title? I like to give my pages titles. They don't really need one. He would look cute with a floppy bunny ears headband. Yeah, he'd look cute, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Rose, joyful boy. I like that. What do you think's going on here? I'm trying to figure out. It looks like he's carrying her on his back. Or maybe she's holding a little baby. Loving boy. There you go. Love that. I like them both. Joyful boy and loving boy. But I think I'm going to go with loving boy. I do like that. But look what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out the story. She looks like Kuan Yin. Who's Kuan Yin? Fill us in. Are you talking about this? Isn't that beautiful? That's Deco Arts, Carol. It's called Georgia Clay. It's a Deco Arts craft paint, Americana. She's a goddess of mercy. Kuan Yin, K-W-A-N-Y-I-N, is a goddess of mercy. And do you think here? I'll bet you. And it looks like there might be some sea creatures going on up here. You know, I can see much better through my camera. Good night, Aunt Beck. Thanks so much for coming. Georgia Clay, Carol. Americana craft paint. I might try to duplicate some of these sea creatures or dragon or something. I can see him better when I hold it up to my camera. It looks like I got a little paint on him there. I might try to do that out in here in the border when I like to work on these pages a little bit more where I can get the detail. Okay, I'm going to call this Loving Boy. I'm going to put a note. Chinese sea dragons as water creatures. From the man. Ada says from the... Oh, she's protecting the little boy from the man. Oh, really? Wait, let me write the title down. Loving Boy. Love that title. I like Joyful Boy, too. A joyful, loving boy. Good ideas. That's why I like these live sessions. You guys inspire me so much. So she's protecting the little boy. I suppose she's protecting him from this guy. But what's this little fella doing? He's on his... it looks like he's kneeling on his knees. Does the man look mean? Nobody looks mean to me here. She loves everybody. He had a stick. Oh, the little boy has a stick. What does he have there, though? He's holding something right here. What is that? Shoes. Look like shoes. Is that shoe? Are those shoes? I'm trying to figure out his hands here. What is... Oh, yeah, he has a stick up here, it looks like. Yes, he does have a stick up here. And it looks like he's walking that way, holding a stick there. He's got his hand behind the back there, and he's got shoes or something here. Maybe look up Chinese stories about children and shoes. Yes, Ada, he had a stick. I think this little fella's holding a stick right here. I think you're correct. It's either a stick or a walking cane, and I go for the stick, and she's protecting that little boy. And this little fella is holding shoes. Looks like he's holding something over here, too. What an interesting... Oh, look. I've got to go back in and make sure I have this glued down. I just enjoy doing these so much. We're getting so many of these pages finished. So, I'm going to put this... It's not quite dry yet. I'm going to leave it open, put it over here. Hi. Yeah, first time tonight, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm trying to flip the page here. Hold it. It's not flipping. Come on, flip. Hold it. Oh, there it goes. The minute I turned I turned my back to go over to across the room, and it... Good night, Tina. Thanks for coming. Message me your snail mail address. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just a little to get more of my desktop on here, because I got paints and stuff over there. There. I thought, I'm in the mood. These are magazines. I'm not going to glue book. I'm in the mood to make some paper dolls. So I thought what I would do, I haven't done this for a long time. Look, I was sketching in there. I don't know what I was doing. I was sketching. Oh, but I'm not going to... Well, I could make a paper doll out of this. I'll walk where my own nature would be leading. It vexes me to choose another guide. I'm looking for full-length figures here. And this is kind of something I kind of thought... Well, like she'd make a good torso. So I'm just going to kind of rip out some pieces out of the magazines. Maybe some cocoa powder. Look at all that cocoa powder. That reminds me of an en masse. Good night. Are you saying good night, Rose? I'm losing the comments here. Gotta touch the screen. Gotta brush teeth. BBS. I haven't made paper dolls for a long time, but I think of Shannon Green every time. Look, she's got a ponytail. Maybe I'll pick one from the back. I'm just tearing out pages that might have something that look at the Grin and Bear It. Oh, this will be a glue book page. Glue book page. Kind of like that. She needs a head. I won't do a lot of them. I'm just kind of tearing out. That's a... What did I say? The back here. Yeah. She needs some feet, but we'll give her... We'll put those two together. What is BBS? I don't know what BBS is. Be back soon? As soon as I see someone harvesting magazines, I want to do it. Go for it, Janet! You know, I go through, and I like this one. I pull out images that I like, but I find that I don't throw them away right away because I always miss something. Handcrafted Holiday. Minted Marketplace. I don't want to get so involved in doing these that I don't do anything. I like the little baby boy. Kind of like her. I'll just go through this one magazine. Ooh, she's a good one. And what I want to do is combine them. Welcome back, Rose. Janet says, see, I like these. I should say no, but I feel bad. This is how to say no. This is good for, I'll put this in my quote journal. If I can get it out. That quote journal, that Real Simple magazine that I followed for Cindy Signs Utter September challenge. I'm calling it my quote journal. That's where that will go. Oh, look, I love you, and I know you're in a really tough spot, but sorry, I'm already bored. Oh, this is a whole cool... You guys aren't bored. Oh, you're already booked. I'm going, are you guys bored? Sorry, I'm already booked. You don't have to worry about that for me. I'm not booked. Friday nights are booked. Aren't these cool? This is a Real Simple magazine. Say yes to saying no. I'll go back and harvest that. But I'm going to harvest this. These will go in my quote journals. Because there's no way that I'm going to put these in a glue book. I'm going to put them in my quote journal. I got a lot of pages in there. I haven't numbered those pages. Ruth says she's ruthless. I take apart the magazines at the spine, then harvest the bits I like. It's messy. Good for you, Rose. I'm kind of the same way, but I go through, get things that are appealing to me at first, and then I'll set it aside, and then I'll come back and go through it again. But I don't know how ruthless I am. Look at that, fashionitis. I love that quote. Fashion. I wouldn't say that would ever apply to me, but I like the term, fashionitis. It might have in my mid-20s, but you have to think several years ago when I worked, I thought a lot more about fashion. But those were the days when, Mary, your autofocus on. You know what autofocus, Lucia? This is a Samsung Galaxy. And in order for, the autofocus is weird. You have to touch. Like if I want to focus in on this, I can touch this, but that doesn't autofocus it. I have to touch that on my screen. It's weird. And when I'm working on art and stuff like that, I move things around, so I imagine the autofocus gets... This is... You need the shoe. Oh, okay, I'll take the shoe. Yeah, the autofocus, I haven't figured this out yet. But I will say, I don't know if Melissa's still here. 70 Acres. I'm doing a phone. All right, bra and panties. I'm not sure I'm that fashion conscious, but we'll take them out just because. Unfinished business. See, I like this. Oh, hi, Melissa. I was saying that you're almost convincing me to get a camera the minute I can afford it. Because the autofocus here, what I want to do is I want to trade. I got a Samsung Galaxy 8, but I'm going to, I checked at Verizon. I like the Note 8 because it has the little pin that you can draw on the screen. And you can do this with the Samsung, with a regular stylus, but those styluses have a wide tip like a pencil eraser, and you can't get the detail. With the Note 8, probably you folks who have the iPhones, I don't know much about them, but I want a stylus that draws like an ink pen. And the Note 8 has it. And I was checking on them at Verizon, and when I got my Galaxy 8, the Note 8 hadn't come out yet. So that's, but I am tempted to go with, Melissa says I need a camera. And now that I have Wi-Fi, it's on my list. I think I'm to the recipe sections here. Let's just go with this one magazine, because I could be doing this all night. And I want to actually do some paper dolls. So I'm going to put them over here. And I dropped a page. Can I reach down and get it? Where did it fly off to? Yeah. I guess it's not important. I like her, but I like that one with the back. I like her. She just needs a head. And I like the baby, but I want to do the one with the back. So let's do that one. She needs some feet. I might have to go back and look at some feet. Oh, right here. A little bit small. Might have to go find another feet. Janet, paper dolls, and let's see, what are we saying here? Janet, well, it's Halloween time, so maybe shoes scream. Shoe scream. What about getting a drawing tablet? Like a Wacom? I was thinking about that, but I need a new computer. I need a new either desktop or laptop. And I can't get it all. I can't afford it all as much as I'd love it. But I am thinking about the camera. This autofocus, I think I'm going to see how the autofocus works on the Note 8. I don't, on the Galaxy 5, which was also Samsung, you didn't have this. They did something weird to their autofocus where you actually touch the screen. Like if I want to focus in on this purse, usually you would put your hand there, but you have to actually touch it on the screen, and it's hard for me to do that because my phone is clamped up on with that little clamp holding my phone to the... But eventually my list will get whittled down. I'm just going to kind of not really worry about precise fussy cutting. But see, I want to put her head and shoulders. I might have to find, I think the feet on the back of here are too little. And it's the back feet. Oh, there's the back feet there, though, too. But they're too little. I guess I could make her skinnier, but then she'd have a big head. So I thought I'd try a couple of these. I might start a paper doll journal. Wouldn't that be fun? Or maybe a section in my year 2017. Just for the fun of it, a couple pages, and do nothing but paper dolls. And then in 2018, do more. I haven't done paper dolls forever, for a long, long time. But whenever I do something like this, I think of Shannon. Shannon Green. One of the first videos that FYI, I'll post on my Facebook page information on the goddess Kuan Yin. Thank you! I would appreciate that. Okay, that would be fun. That would be fun to do a video on them. I hope to have more time. Last week was really crazy again. And I try to get something up every day. That's not a guarantee. But there's so many neat things to do that I don't have any trouble coming up with ideas. She's got a little bit wide shoulders there. The screaming shoes need a loud stocking. Screaming shoes. Are you talking to Janet? I hope, because I don't know what you mean. Let's see, I think I'm going to narrow her shoulders a bit here. Maybe I should glue it down. I'll take this. Janet and Rose have shoes going on there. I'm reaching for my glue stick. Let's see, I want to put it something like this. So I think I'll glue it here. So if y'all need to go, and if I'm chattering away, I want to really thank everybody for coming tonight. I can't tell you how much I enjoy you guys every Friday night. Oops, let's see, what did I do? I did it wrong. Of course I do it wrong. Well, we'll just glue it there. Cut around it. Let's see, I think I want her... I like her neck there, so I think I'm going to cut this whole... Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Yours are too. I was in your stream the other night, Melissa, but I had to go. But I so enjoy you going through this wonderful happy mailbox from Helen. Wonderful, wonderful things. Let's see. I'm going to leave her neck, I believe. I'm going to cut off her shoulders. And I'm going to cut off the white part here and just kind of give her a haircut. And I'm going to trim this off, but something like that, I believe. Let's just glue that down. I might just get one paper doll done. Magical Touch, thank you so much for coming. I tried to stream on Friday nights, 7:30 Central Time until I get kicked off or until we're done. But let me tell you, wasn't that so generous? Deborah Mail, Lucia, I was just floored with that happy mail. I'm going, wow. But it wasn't just hers. Everybody who's been sending me happy mail. This summer has honestly been my summer for happy mail. Bye, Carol. Just so grateful for everything that people have sent to me. I feel so guilty taking it. But I want to get back to the live streaming. I want to let you know that Melissa at 70 Acres does live streams on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So if you haven't found Melissa yet, go check out her live streams. I try to get there as often as I can. Melissa she did a Happy Mail the past. You're going to start doing a Friday daytime show too. All right, Melissa. Very cool. Very cool. Morning or afternoon? Yes, she does pouring videos where she does pours, P-O-U-R-S. Oh, who was it? Who said bye, Carol? Oh, was somebody leaving? Oh, sorry, Carol. I thought you were leaving. Midday? Okay. The Magical Touch streams on... Wait, I gotta look at that again. On Tuesday and Saturday mornings. Let me write this down. Because you're new to me, Magico. So I'm going to be moseying on over to your channel and checking you out. Let me see. I got to see how you spell that. M-A-G-I-C-K-A-L. Touch. And you stream on, let me look again, Tuesday and Saturday mornings. Who else does streams that is here tonight? Aunt Beck, I think she left, but Aunt Beck will do streams, but I'm not sure that she has a schedule. If she does, somebody shout it out, but I know she's done some lives where she'll get on and she'll, like if they're at a Goodwill or if they're doing something. She did that, she went to visit her mother's farm, and she was showing all the animals, the goats. Oh, Eastern time. Okay, thank you. All right, Melissa, thanks so much for coming. Oh, and that reminds me, whenever I think of Melissa, I think of Dawn at Let's Make a Mess Today. She does streams too. I don't know her schedule. I don't think she's here tonight, but she does come when she can. Dawn, D-A-W-N, at Let's Make a Mess Today. She does live streams. And go check out her channel if you haven't found her. What did I do with my lady? What did I do with my lady? She's over here. Good night, Melissa. Thanks for coming. I might just get one paper doll done, but we'll get one done. Now I'm going to have fun doing these paper dolls. I do think I'm going to make a paper doll journal. Wouldn't that be fun to do? A paper doll journal. She needs some feet. She needs feet. You know what I think of those jeans? That jeans, I don't think I saw them in here. Let me see if I can find some feet. Oh, that was a real simple Parents HGTV Southern Living. And Good Housekeeping. There might be some feet in Good Housekeeping. Dawn streams, but not scheduled. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I think that I've attended some of Dawn's. I know I've visited her channel. I think I've been to a couple of her live streams. I'm looking for my paper doll. Well, that's... All right. There she is, right in front of my face. Cool, Patricia. Patricia, do you stream? Patricia Stubbs has a channel. I think you came in after I gave channel shout-outs, Patricia. Do you stream? I thought I saw you stream a couple times. I don't know if I want to do a whole lot of looking for back feet. But I'll look for some. Ooh, That'd make a nice one. All right, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Oh! I kind of like that. Cut her touche off a little. Rose, you know, I am really thinking of, I don't blog. I need to find somebody who would make a list that blogs. I know I can put something out on Facebook. I should start a blog, but Rose has a, oh yeah, Rose has a channel. She's been pretty quiet about it. I visit Rose quite a bit. Click on her icon. I think I'm going to try to use these for the feet. And I'm going to cut her touche off just a little. And she's going to be doing... We're going to try that. Are you I want to say bionic, but that's not bionic. It's biotic. Here it's probiotic. I want to say bionic. All right, we're not going to fool with my pronunciation because I get it wrong every time. I just want your feet, lady. I might take a little bit of her torso here until I get it glued together. Actually, that would make a nice top of a paper doll. We're going to do at least one paper doll. What did I do with it? I have to show you. This doorknob belonged in the house where my parents owned. Little old house along the Little Blue River in Nebraska, right on the Oregon Trail. And both my parents have passed away now, but my older brother was tearing down that house. And I was still living off in Wisconsin, and I came back to Nebraska for a visit. And he handed me this doorknob. And he said, "Here, do you want this?" I said, "Yes." He kind of looked at me. What are you going to do with a doorknob, you know, not even a whole doorknob? That's what I do with it. It holds my scissors. It holds my scissors. I love it. And every time, I keep this up on my desk over behind me. And every time I look at this doorknob, I think of that old house that my parents lived in. The house, I think, is still standing. My brother sold it to a local farmer. He quit tearing it down, which I was thankful for because I worried about him. Wasn't that neat, Eva? I worried about him going down there and tearing down houses with no help by himself. You know how guys are, though. What are you worrying about, you know? But my dad would do that when I was younger. I must have been, 12, 13 years old. My dad tore down some houses that needed to be torn down. You know, the farmers would hire him to tear down the houses. And we, as kids, let's see what's going on here in the chat. You can always Google Plush Possum Studio. Is that your... blog? Do you do Gmail? Plush Possum Studio, Rose. But anyway, to finish my little story while I'm chatting along is my younger brother and I, when my dad was tearing down houses, we got the job of pounding the nails out of the board. Oh! Possum Studio is Rose McGuinn's free graphics blog. All right, Rose. Well, I said it out loud on my live stream, so if anybody's watching the replay, go check out Rose's free graphics blog. Thank you, Rose. I'll go check that out. kind of clipped off her toes. Kind of like that. Now, what I want to do is trim her tush off a little, but I think I'll wait until, let's trim her arm. Because I don't want to trim her arm. I want to give her some movement here. I'm going to trim her thunder thighs. Like this lady has thunder thighs. Yeah, right. We'll just give her a little bit more of a curvy shape here. I want her to be exercising. Oh, you know what I should do? Is trim the whole... I don't know if I can. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to cut away. Like this, maybe. She needs to be a little skinnier. Like this lady's body is not too fat, but she's going to be skinnier. Because I'm going to put her on some tiny legs. I'm going to give her a size 1 waist. Hi, Anne. Oh, Anne, thank you for coming. You know, I keep saying that I'm going to hold a contest toward the end of my chat for those people who come in late. Because I certainly understand Friday nights are nights that people have things going on in their life. I kind of like that, but I want her arm. Her arm's too straight. But then again, if she's exercising, she needs another arm up here. But look, she's exercising. Eva, did you say you were babysitting tonight? And look, she's exercising. So I could do paper doll exerciser. She needs a head. But I'm going to trim her out here. Yep, I think of Shannon Green. One of the very first videos that I watched when I got YouTube was Shannon Green's paper dolls. So, let's give a shout out to Shannon Green. And I would imagine that her paper doll videos are probably still popular out there. Just so creative. They left, we painted. I don't know what that means, but... Oh, your grandkids? And give Lucia McGill a shout out to her channel. I think, Lucia, I don't know if I saw you when I was doing channel shout-outs, but I don't know if I shouted yours out. Lucia McGill, if you haven't found her channel, go check it out. I watched her last video. She was working in her Halloween. Oh, a darling little coffin Halloween journal. So darling. Very creative. But I have to tell you, I love your story. I don't think it was your last video. I think it was the one before, Lucia, where you were taking care of little kitties that lost their mother. What a heart. So if you have not found Lucia McGill, Lucia McGill, go check out her channel. If anybody's watching the replay. She's behind on videos because my computer got a virus. Oh no! And you just got it back today? Well, I'm behind on videos, but it wasn't the computer that got a virus. It's that I had a crazy week again. errands to run, things to do. Crazy week. I have to get out in the yard. My brother has tilled the garden. It looks really nice. He tilled it in the fall to compost all the things down inside. But he's making me take care of the flowers. Because they're my flowers, he says. He says, you plant them, you take care of them. And I need to go out there and clean out the flower pots and put them in the shed before it freezes and cracks them, because they're just plastic. So that's one thing I need to do. And it was nice every day this week, but I just didn't have time to do it. This lady needs a head. I really like her body, though. I mean, she's exercising. I think I'm going to be doing some exercising paper doll art journal page. This is going to be a paper doll art journal, for sure. That's what this is going to be. Maybe what I'll do is, on my lives, I'll have some things all chosen. Update on the kitties. Now they wait every morning for me to feed them. I can pet them now, and one let my husband pick it up yesterday. They're looking for a plumper. Oh, they're looking plumper now. Yay! Lucia, how cool is that? How cool is that? I just love that you rescued those kitties. I think what I'll do is plan. This was kind of unplanned. I kind of at the last minute thought, well, it'd be nice. It would be fun to do some paper dolls tonight if I have time. Because I've been wanting to do some. But I'll try to have things all picked out, heads and body parts and all that, so we can just put them together. Because it takes time to find things. Like this lady needs a head. And this head's too small. Let's see if there's a head in here. She needs a head. Oh, hi, Kathy. Welcome. Oh. Okay, Google. I was sketching. I was trying to figure out, what was I sketching here? Little boy. I don't know what I was sketching here. I don't know what he was doing. Huh. I'm going to tear this out for my glue book. This is how I harvest. I go back. I need a head. Oh, there's a pretty big head. Would that work? That might work. It might not either. We'll see. I want to see what else. That's fairly big. I might find another one in here. Ooh, I like that too. It's a head, but it's too small. Where is she? A little small. Doesn't quite fit. I would be asking what I did with this even if I had it in my hand. Yep, Shannon Green. She's the one who is the paper doll inspiration. She just put out a video today on her vinyl custom keepers. Cool. The things she's doing with old vinyl. Good night, Ada. Thanks for coming. Well, I might have to settle for that one head because I'm in the recipes now. I think I'll settle for this one. Maybe if I cut it out and I can fit it in there. Let's just So I'm going to do these two, and I've been going for 2 hours and almost 12 minutes. Good night, Magical. I live stream on Friday nights at 7:30 Central Time. Most of the time. Tonight was a pretty good night. I only got kicked off once. Hopefully we'll get through it without getting kicked off anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and finish these two paper dolls. And then I'm going to let you guys go. If you need to go, feel free to. Don't feel like you're offending me if you need to go. If you need to leave. Now, let's see. How do I think I'll cut her at the shoulder neckline here. Kind of like her hair. She might have a pretty skinny neck for her body, but she's... something like that. Like that. Yeah. And then I'll trim all that other away. Yeah. I kind of like that. Hold it right there, Mary. Oh. I got that cap in my mouth. I can't see chat while I'm doing this. So I'm not talking much. I'm just kind of concentrating on getting this glued down. And when you do these type of paper dolls, I mean, it's nice to get them with body parts that kind of fit. But even if you don't, like if she had a different head, that's okay too, because that's what makes them fun. And Shannon gets really creative with hers. You can sit and watch her work on them all night. And then I'm just going to kind of cut this kind of wet with glue. Yeah! That really turned out. We gave her a head. Now let's give her some feet. And then I've been working in my art journal, my 2017 composite art journal's 12 by 12 watercolor paper. And I think this will fit on a 12 by 12. I think what I'll do is do a section for the rest of 2017 in my composite art journal, which is just different things. And then in 2018, I will go ahead and do a paper doll art journal, because I see this is going to be a thing with me. This is fun. Alright. I'm going to leave it just like that. Put my scissors in my doorknob. Love my doorknob. And I'm going to put this white behind her arm. She needs something to do with her arm too. But I suppose if I put it right at the edge of the paper, like that, it would work. I'm done. I want to say thank you to everyone who came tonight. Let's see, what are you saying? Lucia McGill says, speaking of organizing, the Dollar Tree throws out all the long plastic holders that they hang the decorative tape on. Really? What was that? A Scrappy. I had it on my hand or something. Let's see. Bonnie says, before we quit for the night, I just wanted to say how much my grandkids enjoyed the 2 chapters of Sebastian. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Bonnie. That is so kind of you to say. You don't know how much that means to me. Some of you know how much that means to me. But Bonnie, that really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. I think I'll try paper dolls now. Do, Betty, do. They are so fun. All you need is some old magazines, you know, and you can dress them up. You know, little girls, we never grow out of paper dolls, do we? I don't want to tell you how old I am. It probably isn't hard to figure out, but I still enjoy this. I wanted to read the rest of Lucille's. She was saying that the Dollar Tree throws out all the long plastic holders that they hang the decorative tape on. I picked up about 40 strips now and have all my things hanging from it. How creative is that? Lucia, that is such a great idea. Very cool. Do I recall Betsy McCall? Yes, I do. A little paper doll, Betsy McCall's paper dolls. I missed how you started. I don't know what you mean, you missed how I started, Eva. Or were you talking to somebody else? Oh, the dolls? What I did was I went through a real simple magazine and I pulled out images of, in this case, ladies, or doesn't have to be ladies, it could be men or boys. I think I did pull out a baby. You pull out things like clothes and heads and feet. And in this case, this lady had the back of her head, and that was one piece. And then this was another piece where she was doing exercise, and I put them together. So you look for images like that you can create paper dolls from. And you kind of harvest your old magazines that way. It's really fun to do. It'd be fun to do with your grandkids, Eva. I don't know if they would enjoy it, but... Good night, Gail. Thanks for coming. I think I'm going to go ahead and say good night to everyone. Thank you all for coming. If you want something, be sure I have your email address. Good night, Lisa. I'll bet your granddaughter would, Eva. I'll bet she'd enjoy doing that. We'll be doing more paper dolls. I'll do a video, but I think I'm going to get some ready and do, maybe right at the end of my live sessions like tonight, finish it off by doing a couple paper dolls. Good night, Anne. Thanks so much for coming, Anne. Good night, Bonnie. Janet. Don't forget to email me your address, Janet. Patricia, I did not see your answer if you do any live streams. If you do, message me so I can shout them out, so we can come and visit. I lose track of everything. Carol, good night. You guys are awesome. You are what this is all about. You guys are what this is all about. I can't tell you how much you energize me. You make my Friday nights worth it. Good night, everybody. Have a really great weekend. Good night, Janet. All right, I'm going to hit the finish. Good night. Have a great weekend.